Hi, I'm Barry John. Welcome back to Let's Play Descent 3, and I have lots of co-pilots. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hey everyone, I'm Crazy Ahmed.
I'm Lazy Fire.
I'm Laylite, and I'm full of fish planks.
I'm Solitaire.
And welcome to the most heretical, evil, vile level in the history of Descent. Why? Because we have to prevent the reactors from blowing up.
Oh no!
How many times you failed this wondering, why did I fail? I blew up the reactors.
So...
I'm glad that they skipped over the part where we had to get to our ship, and we didn't have like a third-person shooter segment.
Oh, jeez.
They knew what kind of gameplay
Squadron
they wanted
3
to stick to.
Yeah.
It's a Rogue Squadron 3 reference, right?
I was just thinking about that.
Or Siberia.
Yeah, I was going to make a lot of commentary saying like this whole game looks very peak, like turn of the century, late 90s, early 2000s, and mixing in a gratuitous third-person shooter segment and what's otherwise like a 6 Degree of Freedom shooter game would be very fitting for the period.
I'm not familiar with Siberia.
It wasn't bad, it wasn't great, but it was a thing.
I thought it was wasn't it like a point-and-click game? Like, I didn't get that.
It was many things at once. But, So
I guess step one to defending all these reactors is knowing where the reactors are.
Actually, I'm going to say something that makes this level extra, evil. The guidebot is useful.
Huh.
Wow.
As you see in the left there, how it's got the status for the 5 reactors. Once one starts dropping quickly, you can send the thief bot to tell you, hey, I need to go to such and such a reactor, and it will start going in that. It'll take you to that reactor.
We have control.
I think Thief Bot might have been a bit of a Freudian slip there.
Yeah, we have control of the thief bot now.
Finally. Now I know what it is to be God.
Oh, that's a nice reactor. Doesn't have an eyeball on it, though.
No, this is a good guy. This is a non-PTMC reactor, so it can't fire back.
Seems
it
like
should.
an oversight.
It should be shooting at the other enemies.
Yeah, I
You'd
feel
think
like we've
that,
been ripped off a bit there.
like they would have learned.
Maybe that'd be a little too chaotic, though.
But basically, it's a tower defense mission for 12 minutes, where you gotta run between each reactor to try and get to, just basically you're keeping 3 of them alive.
Well, I guess that's one way to know exactly how long a mission takes.
Timer.
Yeah, but fortunately, the enemies spend so much time pointing at the reactors that they spend so little time trying to blow you up.
Yes, the classic nuclear shield option.
Yeah.
So I guess the trick of this is that you have to shoot the enemies without accidentally shooting the reactor while you're at it.
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, the reactors take a lot of damage anyway, so...
They decided not to give it weapons, but they decided to give it a lot of health.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are completely innocent research scientists. They would never...
I mean, to be fair, in real life, you would want your reactor to have a lot of health. So there you go.
Yeah. But as I say, these are innocent scientists. They would never arm their reactors.
Feel like there's something happening there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just spray a bunch of napalm around in the reactor room. What could go wrong?
Well, you see, he's using it between reactor rooms, so that's fine. And nuclear reactors never catch fire anyways. We all know that.
Yeah, pretty sure that's impossible. That's a thing that never happens.
Yeah, I'm just glad that the robots are only attacking the reactors themselves and not the coolant pipes.
Yeah, isn't that a little weird that the reactor's just out there? There's no coolant of any nature going to it. It's just like a spinning
I mean, at
thing.
some point you have to accept that it's a video game, but
Yeah,
still.
I know, but, Listen, I want to just be a dick about this. Just let it happen.
Go right ahead, man. Be a dick.
I mean, we've still got 7 minutes to fill, so go right on ahead.
Oh, I can do this forever, but I won't, because that'd be annoying.
Are we going to get any new spawns as the timer counts down? Like new enemies?
No, but basically there's like 6 or 7 entry points for the invading forces, and they're all infinitely spawning.
I see.
Yeah.
So, do the shields in the reactor regenerate, or is that one going to be at like 50% or less for the rest of the level?
They don't regenerate.
Yeah, it looks like number 5's about to go down.
Oh yeah, that's having a bad time.
That's not very obvious. I just happened to glance over there.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's
Thought, there only seems to be 1 digit over on that count.
Oh,
the
how
fact
many?
that
How many do you need to
Yes.
protect?
3.
I see.
Okay, well, we'll just let that one go then. It bought us some time.
And I see it's
it'll-
sacrificial reactors.
And to be fair, guys, I'm playing this on the easy difficulty now because the hard difficulty is too hard. So,
Yeah, I imagine if the enemies have higher
Ooh,
fire rate,
seizure
then...
room.
oh dear.
Yikes.
yeah, I shouldn't be picking this fight because these guys are just going to fire at that reactor endlessly now, even though it's already at 0 health. So, I'm just going to ignore them.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Seems
We'll,
like
we'll
a
just be generous
lost
and
cause.
say that was a bug with the way that PTMC programmed them, rather than the game programmers.
You gotta
Or they
cut.
just wanted to be really sure that it was destroyed.
You think there's a cost they'd let go uncut?
Hey, to be fair, I mean, we are talking about the PTMC here. These are guys who failed to program robots to try and use the escape hatch when the reactor does blow up.
actually on that note, is this
Well, I mean,
PTMC
they're
reactor?
robots.
No. But it is PTMC attackers.
Yeah, that explains why the whole place isn't blowing up as soon as they've taken one reactor out.
Also, the return of smart mines, or smart missiles.
Nice.
That is definitely a robot sound right there.
Yeah, it's... They've recycled a few sound effects from Descent 2, but, I can't tell if it's, like, the audio quality or maybe, like, the sampling rate, that, like, sometimes the new sound effects don't sound quite the same as the old ones.
Well, this was done by a separate company, so they might not have had the same resources. Like, they might not be able to take...
Yeah, they might not have had the original, like, project files or something. Probably only the final, audio files, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that does bring up that point, like the fact that it was a different company. There's some differences between how these games are presented in the first place, but like the guide bot and being able to send that around, that is not Descent-y.
No. I'm going to say straight up, you know, the guide bot is actually useful in this game, rather than, you know, the waste of space it was in Descent 2.
I still wince a little bit every time you actually run into the guide bot.
Yeah,
physically.
right there, it was like, oh, well, that was an option.
Like, normally those kinds of floaty video game helpers don't actually have a physical hitbox in the universe, but, this one does.
I've got to say I'm enjoying all these door opening animations.
They are much
I mean,
better than
Descent's
they are in
always had
Descent
these neat door-opening animations ever since the first game, but, I guess they really wanted to go in on them now that we're in 3D.
Yeah, it's the little bits of decor that are really making this, like, look aesthetically a bit different to the previous entries in the series. Like,
Yeah, I mean, now that it's an actual 3D model and not just a sprite animation, they can really go all out on them.
yeah, stuff like, as well, like the bits of decor in the rooms, like walls aren't just basically flat anymore, they've got enough computing power behind it to make much more complex shapes.
Oh, trust me.
Yeah, I think the map is also benefiting from that
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, I think you missed out on the cave level we had a couple levels back.
Oh yeah, this is all me just diving in head first. I've never actually played this game before.
a lot of people haven't. Like,
But the dev team really wanted to show off all those irregular polygons they could make.
I got the strategy guide back in the day. That was the best I could do for a lot of games.
Having the strategy guide instead of playing the game, just reading that, it's like, I can almost imagine I'm there.
Yes. And it was in black and white, too.
Oof.
Your imagination?
The guide.
I actually remember seeing a Descent 2 strategy guide at a secondhand bookstore, like years and years and years ago, and I never. I tried finding it later on, but nope, can't find it.
One thing I
Someone came
remember
through and bought that strategy guide.
One thing I remember about the guide is that it had, as an as a strategy for the multiplayer, it advocate you try sphere strafing.
Yeah, because circle strafing is in 2 dimensions, sphere strafing is in 3.
That's gotta be tricky to pull off, though. I'd imagine.
Unfortunately, the enemy seems to have been polite enough to spread out its forces and damage all 4 remaining reactors evenly, rather than just sending all of their robots to attack one reactor.
Yeah, but if they did that, we'd be able to defend that one reactor, and I'm pretty sure, me versus a army, I win.
Yeah, that's true. Then they'd be bottlenecked too much by the tube they were coming in through.
Actually, I'm just trying to remember the word
Yeah,
for
true.
it, but I watched some Descent speedruns a while ago as part of the Games Done Quick thing, and there was a specific word they used for doing the
Tricording.
three-dimensional space. Yes, that's the thing.
Yep. Yep, that lets you move at not just the square root of 2 extra speed. I think it's been a while, but I think it's like a square root of 5 extra speed, or 7. I forget how the triangle works exactly.
Cool. Everything gets weird once you get into 3 dimensions.
Yeah, there's a few games that have like a weird thing about diagonal movement in 2D space being faster, and then this one just, got to take it to a new level.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, yeah, why cap the player's speed? Just let them go at hyperspeed if they want.
I do like the idea of like moving slightly sideways and just picking up insane amounts of speed because of it.
Yeah, I mean, don't they teach you how to do that in Marine training?
High speed, low drag.
Yeah, bunny hopping.
That's right. See, I learned how to do this in CSGO. If I just equip my knife, I'll go faster.
Yeah.
Alright, and now all the PTMC robots just see that the timer's out, and they just give up and demoralize defeat.
Well,
That's how that works.
it's time, now that the reactors have been sufficiently not blown up, it's time to blow them up and leave.
All right, good job.
Abort! Abort!
Well, no, don't forget, we're basically preventing the escape shuttles from being caught in the ensuing explosion. And this is me going the wrong direction.
So we're decommissioning them instead of letting PTMC blow them up.
Yeah. This is me being confused as where I need to go, because I know that door leads outside. And I'm like, where do I need to go? Where do I need to go?
Well, going to the missiles is always a good idea.
Yeah, I suppose. But no, actually, the actual exit is above and behind me. 30 seconds left. That door right there. One classic exit escape
Jeez.
hatch.
Wow. That was the closest escape you've had.
I know, it wasn't even blowing up behind me.
What is this crap?
Good planning.
But that's Red Acropolis. I'll see you guys all next time.